Welcome to Nightmare Hour, where we explore the dark and mysterious world of paranormal phenomena. These stories will take you to the unknown and the unexplained, leaving you on the edge of your seat. So turn off the lights, lock the doors, and join us as we delve into the realm of the supernatural. Remember, the things that go bump in the night are always closer than you think. Let's get started. It was late at night, and I was home alone when I heard a knock on the door. I went to look through the peephole and saw two children standing outside, a boy and a girl. They looked about 10 years old and were dressed in old-fashioned clothing. I felt a sense of unease, but I couldn't see their faces clearly through the peephole. I decided to open the door a crack and ask what they wanted. The children asked if they could come in and use the phone. They said they were lost and needed to call their parents. Their voices were oddly monotone and robotic, but I felt sorry for them and let them in. As they walked through my house, the room grew colder, and the air felt heavy. I noticed that the children's eyes were entirely black, with no whites or pupils. I felt a deep sense of fear, but I tried to remain calm. I asked the children to sit on the couch while I went to get my phone. As I walked away, I could feel their eyes following me. When I returned with my phone, I saw that the children had moved closer to me. I realized that I had made a terrible mistake and that these were not ordinary children. I tried to call for help, but my phone was dead. I swear my phone was fully charged, but it was as if something had drained all the battery power from it. As the children asked if they could stay, I knew that I have to get away and figure out what was happening. I asked the children where they were from and how they had ended up at my door. They replied in the same monotone, robotic voice as before, saying that they couldn't remember and that they just needed to find their way home. I knew that something wasn't right, and I began to feel an overwhelming sense of dread. I tried to think of a way out, but couldn't come up with anything. Suddenly, the room grew even colder, and the air became thick with an oppressive energy. The children's eyes seemed to glow with an unnatural intensity, and I felt as if they were staring directly into my soul. I knew that I had to act fast. I grabbed a nearby lamp and swung it at the children, hoping to knock them out and escape. But as the lamp made contact, it passed straight through them, as if they were not there at all. I stumbled backward in shock and horror, realizing that I was dealing with something far beyond my comprehension. I knew that I had to get out of there and never look back. As I made my way to the door, I felt an icy hand close around my wrist, and I heard a voice whisper in my ear. "You can't leave," it said. "You belong to us now." With a burst of strength, I broke free and ran out the door, not looking back until I was safely outside. The memory of those black-eyed children has haunted me ever since, and I know that I will never forget that terrifying night. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of scary stories. Remember, whether they're based on fact or fiction, these tales have the power to thrill and terrify us, but also to remind us of the darker aspects of our world. So embrace the fear, but don't let it consume you. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and stay safe.